And the victim, Cora Jones, was injured and traumatized. She told responding officers that Lucas Peters had tried to kill her.
And you found evidence that supports her statement?
She was covered in bite marks, bruises, subdural hematoma from being clubbed with a bottle. We later learned that she was forcibly penetrated with that same implement.
How did you identify a suspect?
Well, Cora had maced her attacker, and he tried to flee, but fell down a fire escape. Detectives tracked him down to a local bodega where he was hiding in a basement.
And Miss Jones identified herself to you as a trans woman, correct?
Yes.
And in your experience as an SVU detective, do you believe that she was targeted because of how she identifies?
Objection. My client is not being charged with a hate crime.
A little attitude, Your Honor.
I'll allow this line of questioning, but move it along. Witness may answer.
Actual numbers are underreported. Transgender people, they're a targeted community. They more often experience rape, sexual assault, murder.
And who usually commits these crimes?
It's often an intimate partner, but it can be a stranger who initiates sexual contact and then changes their mind and reacts violently.
In your experience, why would somebody react this way?
People like to put things in neat little boxes, and gender identity just doesn't work that way. It is a deeply felt individual experience. Doesn't always correspond to the sex given at birth, and this seeming contradiction, it can lead to explosive reactions in some perpetrators.
Was this the case with Lucas Peters?
Lucas Peters purposely sought out Cora because she was a trans woman.
And again, in your experience, why would he do that?
Well, in my estimation, the rage exhibited in this attack it's a peculiar form of projection of his anger about his own desires, which were in conflict with who he believes he should be sexually attracted to.
Thank you.
Is there a simpler explanation for all this, Detective? Such as consensual rough sex, for example?
No, not in my opinion. The bite marks, the wine bottle.
The initials CNC come to mind. Consensual, non-consensual. You've heard of it?
Yes.
And you're saying it's impossible in this case? You recently gave a lecture at Fordham University where you said, and I quote, "Human sexuality is strange." Did you not?
Yes. And later in that...
Thank you. Nothing further.